Hello, I'm Trace.
And I'm Sam.
And we're back in the saddle again. And this is From Our Perspective. Episode 80, baby. Episode 80 of From Our Perspective.
8-0.
8-0. But yeah, we're still in this new thing. Shorter episodes, not dilly-dallying. So let's just hop right into it. New format. Let's keep going with it.
New format. Nothing has changed in our lives.
It's streamlined. So let's
And
hop
that's
into
honest
it.
to God true.
It's honest to God true.
All right.
But we're still here.
What's our
We're
topic?
still making the content you all love. Our topic, thanks for asking, by the way. Our
You're
topic.
welcome. I like to help you.
Why
I'm
are
here
we bringing
to
this,
help.
We're bringing such a good energy to
It's
this.
such forceful, helpful kindness.
Funk.
I'm here for you, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Anyway, what's our topic?
Thanks for asking. Our topic this week, we're talking about books, but not just any books. We're talking about self-help books.
What's a book?
Dude, this computer does not turn on.
How do I turn this computer on? Oh, what is this when I open it? There are little things.
There are little, it's almost like emojis.
Little flat emojis.
That's our boomer comic of talking about books. We're not talking about any books. We're talking about self-help books, and it wouldn't be From Our Perspective without making it
Weird,
strange, weird.
Appended to the front.
Crazy.
I don't have self-help books, though, is the problem.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I'm
just
talking
books.
about self-help books.
It's just books for me. Just some weird books.
We're just talking about books, weird books, strange books. Okay.
Stranger Books. That'd be a different show if it was called Stranger Books.
I'm not even gonna
Stranger
go.
Things.
I'm not gonna go down that road. I know what
Okay.
you were doing, but let's just hop into it.
You can say that I'm a comedic genius anytime you feel like it.
I don't think I'm going to.
All right, what's your first book?
Like I said, I'm talking about self-help. This first article says how to, which is pretty much the same thing.
Yeah,
Non-ridiculous how-to books. The first one, how to be the Pope.
How to be the Pope.
What to do? Well, it's specifically how to be Pope. I added the.
Oh, okay. I thought this book was going to be a step-by-step process on how to become the Pope.
I think it is.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's handy.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Let me get what to do and where to go once you're in the Vatican. How many times have you found yourself waking up after a crazy night of partying to realize you're the new Pope? Apparently, it
That'd be
happens
pretty
often
crazy.
enough that there is a need for a practical how-to book addressing this exact scenario.
Do you think the current Pope has this book, like, on his nightstand?
You think Pope Francis reads How to Be Pope every night?
He adjusts his spectacles and he opens the chapter 4.
I am the Pope. I must read.
That's how he sounds.
I don't know what he said. I forget. Is he Brazilian, I think? I don't know.
I honestly don't know.
He's one of the Latin-based languages, so I don't know. I feel like that's a good enough guess. Checking out the book's Amazon page, we find out that this book is not a tourist guide, but exactly what it promises. A source of info on crucial stuff like, why do you need to choose a papal name? What is your official job title? And
Who wrote this?
And the very important, who does your laundry? The book even tells you how to do the papal wave and teaches you basic Latin so you can fake your way through church services. We know this is a good book because the first review on Amazon is from the author who says, I found it a bloody good read. We assumed he was stoned or drunk the entire time he wrote the book and only read it months later. Oh, goodness. Let me see. I'm trying to see what his name is, who wrote this.
It's like an actual Pope.
Piers Merchant.
How does he know what it's like to be a Pope?
Good question.
How's he know?
I don't know. I could read like the Amazon description.
No, I don't think that's entirely necessary.
I don't. He's
I don't
apparently
know.
he's got 2 books.
How to be United States president.
No, his other one is the worst case scenario almanac history.
Is it a history of almanacs?
I think it's an almanac of the worst case scenarios that happened through history.
Or is this book a worst case scenario?
Of
almanac history.
Almanacs.
Almanac.
Here's the thing.
Humana.
Is this book... See, it's basically giving me information on how the Pope runs their day-to-day life.
Yeah. That's all it is.
Is there a section that tells me how I can become the Pope, though?
I mean, that would be a more interesting book.
Because I know that it's
How to
like...
rise to power.
I know it's like you have to be in the Catholic Church. I was
You
baptized
gotta be a
Catholic.
cardinal.
Yeah, you gotta go through the ranks, become a minister, do this, do that, become a cardinal.
You gotta turn into a little red bird.
You gotta turn into a bird. And then a bunch of other birds say, you're the Pope now, and you turn back into a
Then
human.
you turn back into a human man. But your name's different now.
Yeah. I'm no longer Trace. I'm Francesco.
Leo the whatever.
I'm Francesco the First. I don't know. That sounds... like who? I feel like only
Who
one
needs this? Is that what you're gonna ask?
I feel like
There's only one guy on planet Earth now who needs
I
this.
feel like only one guy needs it, and he's the number one. He's the head honcho of this.
I feel like he should already know how to do all this stuff.
Yeah, the one guy who needs it already knows it. This is like a riddle. The one
What's
who
up with
needs it,
that?
the one who needs it already knows it. The one who knows it doesn't need it. What am I? How to Be Pope by Piers Merchant.
That is the greatest riddle. No one will ever get that. You are the new Sphinx. One day your Odysseus will come.
Finally. Okay. What's your next one? Or what's your first one? Sorry.
Yeah. I'm just gonna jump into it. Number 3, bomb-proof your horse. This is the one that when I looked up the thing and I scrolled down a little, I saw this and I was like, okay, I'm gonna use this list.
Great idea, Trace. You did it.
Bomb-proof your horse. Although it's true that horses spook easily, bomb-proofing sounds a bit drastic, doesn't it? As if the book's techniques aren't enough for a worried horse owner, there's a sequel entitled Better Than Bomb-Proof: New Ways to Make Your Horse a Solid Citizen and Keep You Safe on the Ground, in the Arena, and on the Trail. If there's ever a third book, it'll have to contain no less than the secrets of eternal equine life.
I was about to say, like, the second one seems like it should be Make Your Horse Invincible.
Yeah, bulletproof.
Bulletproof your horse.
Unkillable.
Put
Immortal.
a Kevlar vest on your horse.
How to raise your horse to godhood.
How to raise your horse above its mortal plane. How to give your horse sentience. How to make your horse fear death.
How to teach your horse to talk and ride a bike.
How to teach your horse to fish.
How to train your horse.
That's my favorite DreamWorks movie.
Yeah. Those are books. Did you know that?
That's How to Train Your Dragon?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Here it is on my how-to thing. How to Train Your Dragon.
How to train your dragon.
I did not know that those were books.
Yeah.
Oh, God. That's funny, though. I do want...
Bomb-proof your horse.
It's every day that my horse gets blown up by bombs, so this is...
Well, I was going to say, I think a good way to bomb-proof your horse is just not let them be near bombs.
Don't go... Well, it's like that episode of SpongeBob. You never know what's a bomb. Oh, these aren't pies. They're bombs.
They're bombs.
They came from a bomb factory. So, you don't know. Maybe you try to feed your horse a pie, and it's a bomb.
I guess that's true.
Maybe
you gotta be careful.
Your horse steps on a small, round, black object with a fuse, and it's a bomb.
You never know.
You never know. You never know these days, and that's what sucks. My next one. The joy of solo sex.
Okay, my next one is...
No, you're not getting away from this one.
What does that mean?
Hey, you want to know who this is written by?
Yeah.
A doctor.
Doctor struck me off.
Doctor, that would be hilarious. Dr. Harold Litton. Dr. Litton, why are you reading a book about jerking it?
No, why you writing a book about jerking it?
Oh, yeah, writing. I said reading.
I mean, he did read it, I guess. Hopefully. We'll just let the Amazon description speak for itself. Okay.
More than 100 stories and testimonies from men who enjoy sharing the most intimate details of their solo sex lives with appreciative readers. Yes, this book is filled with over 100 stories of dudes jacking it. A subject fascinating enough that it needed a sequel titled More Joy, an Advanced Guide to Solo Sex. We would like to make some more jokes, but we're deeply disturbed that the book had enough sales to make a sequel a good idea. Are there really that many men who need detailed instructions on, we don't care anymore. Let's just move on. Thanks whoever wrote this article. Let us just move on.
Well,
here's the thing.
Okay, let's linger on this.
Are there like secret advanced techniques that Dr. Harold Litton has discovered? Maybe he's been searching through the Himalayas and he found old sage.
It's like there's a lot of different ways to tie a rope.
There's a lot of different ways to play with your snake, if you know what I mean.
Crank your hog.
Good point. Good point. Hey, Mom. How do you like this
Mom.
bit?
Sorry. We're going to move on now.
Yeah, what's your next one?
Number...
Yeah?
Does God ever speak through cats?
Does he? I need to know.
All this article says is this is one of the pressing questions the Bible, the Torah, and the Quran all neglected to answer.
It's true.
Does God speak through cat, though?
Does he? Does it answer?
I also like the clarifier of ever.
Well,
does God ever speak through cats? Like it's expected.
Does he ever?
Does he ever? Like it seems like he would by now.
Well, yeah, here's the thing. God is everywhere. God is in cat. God is in dog.
God speak through cat.
God speak through dog.
God make cat dog and speak through them.
Cat dog. God make hit Nickelodeon show cat dog.
God happy.
God laugh. God watch Rugrats after. God love little babies. God love Tommy Pickles.
Tommy Pickles, not Chucky Pickles. Chucky's the other one.
Chucky's the
That's all there
redhead.
is to this. What's your next one? I think we're just going to ping pong back and forth pretty quick on these.
Yeah.
I think just saying the title is funnier than anything we could come up with, honestly.
Does God speak through cats?
Does God speak through cat? Maybe.
You ready for this one?
Yeah, hit me with it.
How to pee standing up. Tips for hip chicks.
Oh, great. I mean, hey, more power to you.
It turns out this book is not a very creepy guy focused on a peculiar pee fetish. In fact, according to Amazon, the book is supposedly a rather sexist guide on how to be the girl from Legally Blonde. Here's the first sentence of the book. So there you are, swinging through life, buying a teensy bauble here, an itty-bitty new purse there, and occasionally taking that hottie down the hall to a nice little din-din to cheer him up after a lousy audition. That sentence itself pushed the women equality movement back 20 years at least. The book goes on to have such awesome advice like, lie to a cop if you've been drinking, sneak to better seats during a theater intermission, buy tickets online so you can get the child's price, buy clothes,
What does this have to do with peeing standing up?
and return them. Well, here's the thing.
I just wanted a short little pamphlet-style book that taught women how to pee standing up.
Well, it says in the first sentence of this article, it turns out that this is not a creepy guide focused on a peculiar piss fetish. Sam, if you want this so bad, do you have a creepy little piss fetish, buddy?
No, I think it's better than what this book is, though.
Well, yeah, it's basically how to be a bad person is what it is. It's like lie to authority if you're doing something illegal, like drunk driving.
Yeah.
Take better seats that you didn't pay for. Cheat a theater out of paying for their services. Buy clothes and return them after you wore them. Like,
These are great tips.
These
are great tips for peeing while standing up.
Well, like it says, it's trying to say like these are tips that women should know, and that's how because like the what they're inferring is that men pee standing up, which I find it easier to pee sitting down. I'll just say it. It's more comfortable. I don't have to worry about missing. If I sneeze, it doesn't go everywhere.
I'm not going to go into my logistics of peeing.
What? It's either stand or sit, buddy. It's a stand or sit
I like to arc it
world.
over my head. Do trick
I like to
shots.
lay on the ground and try to aim from there. How to pee laying down. Tips for hit guys.
How to pee laying down. Tips from Sam.
Tips from Sam.
It's one page. And it says step 1, lay down. Step 2, pee.
Step 3, hope to hit.
Clean it up.
Clean up your mess.
You nasty.
So the inference is that men aren't used to stand peeing up. So this is like a quirky little title just to let people know that this is for women. But yeah, it's just how to be a bad person, basically. From at least from the examples it gave.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't read the book.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe there's some. Maybe it's like. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe there are better examples, but the 4 that it gave just kind of suck. Anyway.
Yeah.
What's your next one?
Goblin proofing one's chicken coop.
I thought I had a stroke for a second. Can you say that again?
Goblin proofing one's chicken coop.
Okay, I didn't. I need to know more.
The Associated Press described this 2012 book as supernaturally tinged barnyard manual. In addition to goblins, the guide also offers practical advice on warding off dwarves, brownies, and flower fairies.
Brownies?
So it's just kind of little brownies
Little
sneaking into your
treats.
chicken coop. No, I think a brownie is like a little boogans that gets in the house. A little boogans.
What the fuck is a
I don't
boogin?
know, like a little
What is a
character.
boogin?
Like a little character.
I gotta look up a boogins now.
I don't think that's anything.
Boogins.
It is a movie. Oh, it's a little thing.
Scary thing.
How did
typically.
I pick this up? It's a little thing. It's a little boogans.
Boogin.
What the hell? Okay.
Hey, little
Anyway.
boogins. The boogin king.
That's a pretty short one, so I want to jump up to another short one.
Yeah, you go ahead and do another one.
Teach your wife to be a widow.
Kill yourself.
It's best to be prepared.
I mean, I guess. That's funny, though.
God.
Fucking hell. Okay. Whew. My next one.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody can be cool, but awesome takes practice. What do you think?
Okay.
What do you think about this so far? Oh, I just hit my mic.
I mean, it seems pretty benign right now.
It seems pretty benign. It's kind of douchey, though. This book is what happens when Christianity and coolness... Oh, it's a Christian book. This is what happens when Christianity and coolness mash into one juicy, advice-filled nonfiction novel, teaching you how to stand up from the constant lies of Satan.
Okay.
The book contains 13 weeks of challenging and inspiring readings. 13 weeks of challenging and inspiring readings encourage young people to That doesn't make sense.
I'm sorry that they messed up.
I don't think they messed up. I just think, well, maybe the book did. I don't think the article did. Anyway,
Oh, okay.
13 weeks of challenging and inspiring readings that encourage young people to apply the power of their faith and value in Christ to the issues facing them at school, work, with friends and family.
What was the title again?
Anybody can be cool, but awesome takes practice. It doesn't
what's
really
wrong with
even...
This book's not that bad.
It doesn't allude to Christianity.
No.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, if you're Christian and you want to make sure that your kid's awesome, give them this
Totally
book.
righteous.
The best review
Radical.
from this book's Amazon page is as follows. For years, I struggled with meager coolness until I read this book. Now, with my newfound knowledge and my I am awesome shirt, all the ladies want to get with me. It may look like they're just laughing and pointing, but I know that they truly find me irresistible. Since I've modeled my hair and clothes from the book cover, everyone thinks I'm Zach from Saved by the Bell. Just doesn't get any more awesome than that. Oh, yeah. It's kind of the vibe it puts off.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't know. It just feels very 90s, especially looking at the cover. Like the reason...
Like awesome.
Yeah. But being awesome takes practice. In the cover, it literally does look like a picture from like Saved by the Bell or like an after-school special.
It could be slapped onto some VHS tape.
It just seems... Yeah, it definitely can't. It's definitely like a PSA. It just seems pretty cheesy. It's not strange. It's just cheesy.
I could see that.
What's your next
Very
one? Very
cheesy. Nacho cheesy.
Nacho cheesy. What's your next one?
Let's see. There's so many excellent choices. Highlights in the history of concrete.
There's so many. How can you fit them all into one book?
I mean, I could see that being somewhat interesting.
Concrete?
Maybe if it was nice and short and didn't spend too much time on the details.
Sam, I can get you defending the last book that I just gave you, but a fucking history of concrete.
I mean, concrete is an important building material.
It's important.
The Romans came up with it.
It's important, but so is toilet paper. Do you fucking care about that?
I mean, if it's got an interesting enough history, sure.
Oh my god. You're going to turn into like the dad that reads about submarines and like always wears a sweater vest, aren't you?
I mean, it could happen.
Jesus.
How about this book? Let's do this book. Natural bust enlargement with total power. Oh. How to increase the other 90% of your mind to increase the size of your breasts.
I was about to say, I don't get the mind part. I thought it was like...
That sounds like one of those crazy ads you see like on the side of something, like
when you're browsing,
or like at the bottom, you know, those like articles, and it's like this tip.
Yeah, you're clicking through Facebook articles, and it's like you'll never believe 9 things that happened on the set of whose line is it anyway? And then, like, you get to the
Yeah.
end and you see other articles, and like this one of them's like
Exactly.
dermatologists hate them, and then this one is like how to increase the power of your mind and the
Natural
size of
bust
your
enlargement
tits.
with total power, how to increase the other 90% of your mind to increase the size of your breasts.
I think that I want bigger boobs.
Instead of blowing thousands of dollars on surgery, Dr. Donald L. Wilson suggests that increasing the breast size can be achieved through the power of mindful thinking. What? The contents read more like softcore erotic poetry than a self-help guide. Hey, I got one.
Hey, there you go.
One noteworthy line reads, "You look up at the sky and you see a white cloud formation in the shape of your breasts, which remind you of how perfect your breasts can be."
My breasts are pretty perfect. Here's the thing. I think I'm down to like an A cup. These are rookie
I
numbers.
thought you were going to talk about the book, and you're like, you know what?
I'm
A cup.
an A cup. I want to be a double D. I need big old boobs so guys will buy me drinks at bars.
You gotta think hard about it.
And then I just like look down and I got nice boobies.
Yeah.
God, that'd be crazy.
What's your next one?
Is God in your bedroom? Discovering the joy of sanctified sexuality.
Oh, I thought like literally.
Literally, is God in your bedroom?
Hold on.
Let me look. Doesn't look like it.
Well, I don't see him, but like we said, he's everywhere.
He's everywhere. He's in cat. He's in
So
dog.
he is here.
He's there.
He is here. He's right here. He speak through cat, speak through mattress.
He speaks through me right now.
Speak through pillow.
This multi-volume masterpiece asks the question we all have wondered since the dawn of time. Does God peek at people having sex? This book answers that dilemma with a strong yes. God is very interested in what you do in bed. In fact, he wants you to do exactly what he likes to watch. Kind of like a porn director. Here's what the Amazon product description has to say. Is God in your bedroom is a startling plunge into the Word of God, revealing plain instruction from the Bible concerning God's creative expression of the gift of sexuality. I remember that one. I remember reading that one in elementary
Can at
school.
least
It's like Leviticus 39:69, and it talks about how he wants you to bone in all of his favorite positions.
Can we get one of your books that doesn't make me like uncomfortable?
You would get one that's either not about God or sex or both. Only by following the clear instructions in this book will your sex have the mark of God. That is an actual quote from the book intro. Based on this book, we are declaring God a peeping Tom and hope to see him in court. That's not me. That's the website that I'm reading from.
That's the website.
God, don't
We
spite me,
don't share
please.
these
Don't smite me.
opinions. Don't attack me through cat or through
Or
dog.
through dog. Anyway. Yeah, they do have a theme.
Speaking of dog,
Yeah?
how to teach physics to your dog.
That's good. I've been really wanting my dog to do better in school, and physics has been giving him trouble.
You know, I've been having trouble with physics, so I thought maybe if I taught my dog how to do it, he could do it for me.
He could do better he could do physics for me.
Yeah. Therapy dogs can soothe survivors of traumatic events by their mere presence, an ability Chad Orzel seems to hope translates to teaching quantum mechanics to the non-physicists among us. Emmy, a German Shepherd mix who's quick to catch on to abstract concepts, is an effective teaching tool for Orzel's actual audience, humans, and she's pretty cute to boot. How to teach physics? No, that's how to. I didn't know if it was like maybe like with your dog or like.
It's to your dog. No,
No, it's to your dog. How to teach physics to your dog.
it's to your dog.
How to teach physics to your dog. It's to your dog. How to teach physics to your dog. No, it's to your dog. How to teach physics to your dog. It's to your dog. How to teach physics to your dog. No, it's to your dog. How to teach physics to your dog.
I wonder if
And here's another one.
I wonder if my dog knows what the rate of gravity on Earth is.
Yeah, I wonder. You should teach it to them if they don't know.
I will. I'll do that.
Yeah, you need to hold up and go like, this is it. You need to learn this.
9.8 meters per second squared.
That's right. Speaking of dogs.
I'm just a second.
Okay.
Thinks that they need to teach physics to their dog. Like, this has to be a joke.
It must be.
If it,
It's still a crazy
if
book.
it is
It's like goblin proofing your chicken coop. I don't think that's a real book for actually people who are scared of goblins getting into the chicken coop. It's like an interesting way to like talk about the folklore behind goblins.
or probably the
and
interesting way to make sure that
brownies.
your little fellas don't get eaten.
And little boogans trying to get into your chicken coop.
Maybe goblins and boogans and brownies are metaphors for foxes and chicken hawks. And
That would be a weird way to go about that, but
well, here's the thing: my dad has tried to keep chicken, I think 3 times now. Keyword tried. Don't got them no more. One time they just up and disappeared. Other times they were all killed. Maybe this book is
We had
good for
chickens.
him.
maybe you should get it for him.
Dad, is little boogans taking your chickens? Do you ever think about that?
Did a little boogans creep in through a hole in the back of the coop?
Does our chihuahua need to know
gobble 'em up.
physics, Dad?
Knitting with dog hair.
That's disgusting.
Better a sweater from a dog you know and love than from a sheep you'll never meet.
No,
That's the title of the book.
I know.
That's not the comment from the website.
I figured that was too good for anyone else but some crazy person to come up with.
I'd rather have a sweater from something I love than some random thing.
Honey, I love you. Can I use your hair to make a sweater? No. What the fuck is wrong with you,
no.
you freak?
These are so good.
Here's
All of these books.
Here's my thing. We have an Australian Shepherd at my house. Its fur is pretty soft. I wonder if that would be better than cotton. This book has me questioning things now.
Well, how about, have you ever wondered how to survive a garden gnome attack? Defend yourself with the lawn warriors.
I've been too scared to say it. Yes, I'm scared of garden gnomes.
Defend yourself when the lawn warriors strike. And they will, in parentheses.
And they will. They will.
They will get you.
See, do you think that that's just like a clever way to sell a self-defense book? Or do you think someone had a funny
I don't know about
idea?
that one. I think that's like a comedy one. Like it's supposed to be like funny.
I just don't get it.
You just don't get it?
That one is really funny. I do like that idea. It's pretty funny. I just don't get the dog ones. I'm gonna move on.
Yeah.
Move
Yeah,
on.
what's your next one?
How to write a how-to-write book.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good, not gonna lie.
Wait a second. If this is a book on how to write and that's why the sentence ends. The sad part about this book is not only does Amazon not have a product description for the book, but there are no user reviews, and no one on the internet seems to have heard of this book before. We assume that is because the book contains the truth to how Chuck Norris can go back in time and become his own father. Remember Chuck Norris
What?
jokes?
Oh yeah, I do remember.
Remember
those.
when they were
That was a
everywhere?
long time ago.
I'm assuming that this article was written a long time ago.
Can you check real quick?
Yep, I can look. Let me see. I'll see if it has a date on it. 2015. That's way after the Chuck Norris thing.
Yeah.
That's way after it. Where was I? Alternatively, anyone who ever read this book might have had their head explode due to a time-space dislocation. We'll let you know when our copy arrives from Amazon. So there's no information on this book. But
We should buy it.
it tells you how to write book.
No, it tells you how to write a how-to book, right?
No.
No?
How to write book.
Oh. Okay. It's even further than I thought.
Yeah. It's not as simple as just writing a how-to book. I think anyone
Okay.
could do that. This is how to write the book that
a
it is.
how to write book.
How
That's interesting.
How does one?
That's very meta.
How does one go about writing the book that they're writing now?
I have to get this book and know what it says.
What if it's just an endless loop? What if you get the book and it's literally infinity pages long?
And it like, I get sucked inside, and I die.
And you're in the book realm now, and you're made out of words.
Yeah, it's like the Page Master.
Yeah. Let's do like one or two more, and we'll go ahead and start wrapping it up.
Do you mean something like oral sadism and the vegetarian personality?
I thought you were gonna say something else that had to do with oral. So is this basically saying that the vegetarian personality sucks?
Well, let's see. This book is an anthology of readings from the Journal of Polymorphous Perversity. It includes such hard-hitting psychiatric observations as 100% of all dead patients showed a marked reluctance to pay their bills. And when Miss Cinderella left her glass slipper behind at the stroke of midnight, she was clearly acting in a state of rebellion against the dictatorial regimentation of the domineering fairy godmother. Thankfully, it's all parody. What does this have to do with oral sadism and the vegetarian personality?
It's a parody. I don't know.
I'm gonna talk about a different one.
Okay.
That's called How to Avoid Huge Ships.
Honestly, a lot of my fears are coming out now.
I feel like you're like unfazed by these titles now.
After the first one, after the bomb-proofing your horse, it just feels right. I feel like if someone were to tell me, "Oh, I just got this book," and it's in there, I'm like, "Well, oh, what is it?" And they're like, "Oh, it's the Iliad." I'd be like, "That's the weirdest book name I've ever heard." I just got a book that's called How to Write book. I'm going to read it after I finish How to Protect My Chicken Coop from Goblins. Goblin-proofing my chicken coop.
How to goblin-proof your chicken coop. Originally published under the full title, How to Avoid Huge Ships, or I Never Met a Ship I Liked. Captain John W. Trimmer's how-to guide delivers readers exactly what it promises. Though it was named Worst Book Ever by Publishers Weekly, it garnered quite a fan base on Amazon. One reviewer wrote, I was jogging around the block when all of a sudden I was almost struck by a huge ship. Thankfully, I had to read. I had read How to Avoid Huge Ships. I have lived to tell the tale, and now I only hope future generations read this lifesaver.
I know it's 2020 and we're supposed to be more PC, and this might come across a little wrong, but I'm just gonna say it. I've never met a ship I haven't liked, or I've liked.
I haven't liked. I love
all ships, all shapes and sizes.
I ship
the best ship? Friendship.
That's right.
And it's the friends we earned along the way.
We made along the way. It's the ships we made along the way. What's your last one?
My last one. I had a second article as well, just in case. I knew that we wouldn't get to it, but just in case, like we had overlapped some of the ideas. So this one overlaps to both articles, so I'll read both of their descriptions.
Okay.
Shut up, stop whining, and get a life.
Okay, sorry.
A kick butt approach to a better life.
Can you tell me the book title now?
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's just how I greet Sam every day.
I hop on the Skype call and go, hey, Trace. And he goes,
shut up, stop whining, and get a life.
And I go, okay.
a
you been?
kick butt approach to a better life. A
Kick butt.
kick butt. I'm not censoring myself, buddy.
Here's the thing. If you call it a kick butt god, it's anything but kick butt.
It's anything but cool, like you're trying to make it sound. At least the Christian book telling me how to be awesome sounded cooler than this one. Finally, a book written by our school bully. This uplifting manual contains instructions on how to stop punching yourself and why that wedgie will make you stronger in the long run. All jokes aside, this book has a good message. You're fat and no one loves you, fat ass.
Does it say that? That feels targeted.
Even more, yeah, it says that. I'm not being mean.
It says Sam.
You're fat, Sam. No, even more, if you're the kind of person who needs to be insulted by a book in order to get a few minutes of exercise, well, Fatty McFat, you're probably not gonna get in shape in this lifetime. The fact that you might have some health problems because of genes or previous disease doesn't matter. It's all your fault that people mistake you for a whale. And the author of this book doesn't give a crap. In fact, he doesn't even care that a lot of the info in this book is false or half true. He's a jerk and he hates you. Now buy his book and read how much he wants to punch you. Oh, God. Okay.
All right.
Well, I want to read this other description. It won't be as funny, I don't think. But I think it gives a better insight to
what's actually going on in this book.
This comes from cracked.com. Larry seems to have studied psychology as well as fashion under the Shield's Vic Mackey. Every problem can be solved by sunglasses, a sneer, and being manly. Oh, excuse me. It's probably awesome for beating confessions out of suspects, but not so helpful for working through a life crisis. If installing a killer dude were as easy as the book's suggestion of fuck this, I'm going to Burger King, then we would have all had real jobs instead of writing on the internet. We have a feeling this guy comes from the Republican school of thought, where all these lazy... Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna...
Okay, what happened today, Chip?
Thanks, cracked.com.
Okay.
Today's September the 28th. Jesus Christ.
Oh, God.
Today in history.
Yeah.
September the 28th. 1066. William the Conqueror invades England, landing at Pevensey Bay, Sussex. This is a very important battle in history. The Battle of Hastings. Yeah. It's how we got closer to the English that we know today. If it weren't for, the Norman invasion of England, we wouldn't have a lot of the same words that we have.
Norman.
Like Norman and invasion and England.
They made all those words.
They made all those words up. Well, it like when it comes to cattle, the English called them cows. The Normans called it beef. So we have the word beef to thank because William the Conqueror kicked ass.
Beef. Where's the beef?
We have William the Conqueror. We have Norman the Conqueror to thank for the epic...
William Wallace to thank.
For that epic Wendy's commercial, Where's the Beef?
That's right.
There are other words, like Normans called them chambers instead of rooms, I think. I don't remember all of them, but...
Normans call them hoes.
If you're ever interested in learning the history of the Battle of Hastings, look up oversimplified
History. Oh.
oversimplified Battle of Hastings. And it tells you the importance, and it gives a lot more examples on how language changed because of this battle.
Here's my suggestion. If you want to know more, look up Huff My Shorts.
You are in trouble, mister. Go to the principal's office.
Man, you're just cramping my style.
You're cramping my style, Teach. But yeah, William the Conqueror. This is actually a fact. I'm outside of the bit. This is actually a fact.
This is a totally real fact.
Well, before he was William the Conqueror, he was William the Bastard. That's a real
We
fact.
can't swear on this podcast.
Oh, sorry. He was William the Fuckwad. But yeah, he was William the Bastard because his dad would step out on the town, and he hooked up with the leathersmith's daughter. Scandalous. It's a real fact. I'm not lying.
Here's another real fact. A lot of people think it was bastard. It was actually bastard. That's what his dad called him.
You're a bastard.
You're such a bastard.
What is that?
And then he hit him in the face with a fish.
Yeah. What? That's not entirely true.
No.
But something that is, other than the already actually, like the 100% true fact that I already gave, he didn't like the name Bastard because who does? But the big reason that they changed it, because he was going to be William the Bastard forever, like in history. The real reason that they changed it is because every time someone called him William the Bastard, he threw a little baby hissy fit and cried and screamed and begged for milkies. And they said, we can't have him do this every time. We need to win this battle, this famous Battle of Hastings. And this is before the battle. They just already knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
So they called him William the Conqueror. And it was kind of like self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's true.
I don't know if all that's entirely true.
No, it's not. But some of it is. My first fact was actually a fact. Let's move on to Sam's Holiday Corner and wrap this shit up.
Well, hey.
Sorry.
What did I say?
Sorry.
Today is the 28th of September, as Trace said. And our holiday relates to our topic. Because today is Read a Child a Book You Like Day.
I really like Playboy magazine. No, that's not a book. That's not a book.
It's a magazine.
I really like the book of naked ladies.
I don't think that's a book. I would read a kid How to Bomb-Proof Your Horse.
That is a book I like.
So yeah, you just read a kid a book, and it's to support like learning and all that. All that garbage.
I'm gonna read my child Call of Cthulhu. I'm gonna read my child H.P. Lovecraft's Necronomicon.
Yeah.
Now
that'll be good.
What was your favorite childhood book? Did you have one?
I mean, I like Dr. Seuss books.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with those. My favorite book was, I don't know which one specifically, but you know, like if you give a mouse a cookie.
Those are good books.
Yeah, they're great. Even when I read them
those
tonight.
Those are good books.
Every day.
Far reads.
I gotta read them tonight. I missed the last couple of days.
You got to, or what'll happen?
I'll give a mouse a cookie, and you know how that goes.
And then it leads to mass genocide.
If you forget. Oh, yeah. I like, I think one of my favorite books, I didn't read it as much.
Hold on.
Yep.
Before you finish, how does mass genocide remind you of one of your favorite books?
It's kind of like the domino effect thing. Made me think of this book. I didn't read it as much, and I think that's probably why I liked it a lot more. There Was an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Fly, or whatever that book was called.
Yeah, that was a good book. I also like Captain Underpants.
Oh, yes! Flipping the pages, the flipporamas.
Yeah, the Flipperamas, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Those were good books.
Fuck yeah, I love Captain
Are they still
Underpants.
making those things?
I think so.
How many have there been?
Probably double digits.
Captain Underpants. When did it come out? Now I'm curious.
Well, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Let's do
I'll look
this
that up
research
in my own
on
time.
our own time.
Read a kid a book
Read a kid a book.
about the Battle of Hastings.
All the famous Battle of Hastings books.
Yeah, read him a dry history book about that.
That'd be a lot of fun. Anyway, thank you for listening to From Our Perspective. Of course, give us a rating. Leave us a review. Let us know how we're doing, good, bad, or otherwise. We'd love to hear from you. If you have any friends who you think would like the podcast, send them our way. You can find us pretty much anywhere podcasts are found. iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, other places that I don't know off the top of my head. If we're not on a specific platform, like if you'd like us to be on, I don't know, Pandora or something, and we're not on that, let us know. Whatever makes it easier for you to listen, we'd love to help out. You can also find us on social media at FOP_pod on Instagram and Twitter. You can also find us on Facebook at From Our Perspective. We post updates, like little clips from each episode there and stuff like that. But I think that's about it for us. We post the podcast on Mondays, and we will see you next Monday. I've been Trace.
And I've been Sam.
Goodbye.
Toodaloo!